Damn. And then we talk shit.
Oh, my brain!
Come on!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Can I have a translation?
This is not where this episode is going. Hey there, I'm Audie.
I'm Danny.
I'm Elise!
And welcome to Breakfast with Bimbos! Guys, we got through the intro this time.
Yeah, we did it.
We didn't
Barely.
get confused.
Whoopsie.
Literally at the end of the last episode, Danny was like, did we record that? I was like, no, because we got confused. Alright, so, last week we talked about, not a fun case, but fun.
Yeah.
You know? Lighthearted.
I
Today,
think it was fun.
Today is not as lighthearted, I apologize.
of course.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys.
Is it a murder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to go home with these thoughts.
You have to drive home by yourself in my creepy neighborhood.
It took me a different way this time, and I was so confused.
Did it take you, did you turn left into my driveway?
No.
What?
I don't know, dude.
What way did it take you?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll discuss this not on camera.
Yeah.
Well, today I wanted to talk about a documentary called Amber, the Girl Behind the Alert. So this is the story of why we have Amber Alerts.
Oh.
And if you are listening to this the day that it comes out, it is the 29th anniversary of the day that Amber was kidnapped.
Jesus.
To the day. Did not mean to do that on purpose. Genuinely, I took all of these notes and then at the end double-checked the date that this episode would come out, and I was like, holy shit. But I think
Stars align.
But it's so important to talk about this shit, so I want to talk about it. Obviously, we have a very fun podcast. We always want to be the true crime sleepover you always wanted to have, but we are talking about a little girl today, so we are going to be at the utmost respect that we can possibly conjure up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still be a little goofy, but
No, we'll still be a little goofy, but still respectful.
Yeah, respectfully goofy.
Respectfully goofed.
On God.
For real. For real.
I'll add that to the rap from last week. So it's August 1995. So there's a news crew in Arlington, Texas, and they started filming a local family. So the mom of this family is named Donna. She is a single mom of these two kids named Amber and Ricky. Amber is 9 and Ricky is 5. Now the reason that she's being filmed is because they were making this documentary about being a single mom and having to work with like no money for your kids and all that. So it was literally about her, and it was really hard to find somebody that would allow a film crew to come in for, it seems like they were there for like 3 straight months.
Oh my
just
God.
filming them constantly to make this documentary. So the filmmaker, her name is Pam, she got so close with Donna that they were basically best friends at the time. And you can tell Donna truly cared about the family. She cared about these kids. And in the documentary, she says that this was her second family at this point. But that's why we have so much footage of the events that happened throughout this entire case, because they were already filming before it started. And when Amber was kidnapped, they were supposed to publish the documentary 3 days later.
Oh my God.
They did not publish this documentary. They ended up saving all of this footage for this true crime documentary that came out only a couple years ago. So we are now going to dive deep into Amber, the girl behind the Amber Alert. So sorry guys, it's going to get a little heavy today.
Oh.
So we're in Arlington, Texas. I already told you we'd meet Amber's mom. Her name is Donna Williams, and she follows us throughout this entire documentary. Not only in the footage from the 90s when this happened, but also today. So she's here with us, and she says this is going to be her last interview that she ever does about this, because she wants it to be known, but she's so tired of reliving this over and over.
Yeah.
She wants the world to know her little girl Amber and not just the alert behind her. Which I think is really important. I didn't know who this girl was before I watched this documentary. I had no idea what happened. I was actually talking to a coworker about this today, and she thought that the Amber Alert came about because of a little boy who was kidnapped. I'm not sure what story she was thinking of, but I've heard that before, where people think it's this different kid, and it's not. It's Amber. Her story needs to be told. And we're telling it today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I never thought about it. I never
That's
thought
fair.
about, like, what was behind it, why it was named that, or
I
anything
thought it
like
was
that.
like of a color, you know, like the color
that's fair.
amber, because they have like code blue, code red, all
Oh,
these
that's
other things.
so fair. I never
didn't
would've
know
thought about
there was
that.
like an actual true victim behind this.
There was. When we meet Donna, her mom, we're in modern day and we go into Amber's old bedroom. Her mom still has all of her posters, all of the missing child posters, her last birthday dress, everything from this little girl.
That's so upsetting.
How old was she?
She was 9 years old when she was kidnapped.
9?
She was a kid.
Oh.
And the producers asked Donna, they're like, did you ever think that this would take this long? That it would be this long going thing? And the mom was like, there's no way that you could ever prepare yourself for this.
Yeah.
So there is over 300 tapes of this family. We have hours and hours of birthdays, holidays, school mornings, breakfast, dinners. Anything you can think of was filmed for this family.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad, like, the mom has that. So
for sure. She definitely does have all of that, which is great.
In a way, it's convenient, but I know it's really bad that it happened, but I'm kind of glad that the film crew was there to actually get evidence almost.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll get into that a little bit later, but they do talk about how when they were sending out info to the news outlets to try and find her, they didn't just have this grainy little picture of her. They had videos of her.
Months and months of videos.
So everyone saw this little girl as a little girl with a personality and life in her eyes. They didn't see a grainy little picture, which is why it impacted this town way harder than it ever would. So they started filming this family in August of 1995. Of course, as I already said, Donna was a single mom. That's why they started filming in the first place. And she talks about in the footage from the film how she, like, couldn't pull together $3 to send her kids to a school party, and how she felt so bad about it and all this stuff. And this is the reality of what you're seeing. And these kids were upset, but they were kids, and they understood, and they knew what was going on. Mm-hmm. And Donna decided that she was going to do this documentary mostly to help other women in her situation not feel alone. She decided that it wasn't something that we should keep behind closed doors and not talk about. Because if you're going to go through it, it's already hard enough. Why would you keep it a secret?
Yeah.
So Donna got pregnant at 18 with Amber. She was actually born without a name. Like, they named her after she was born. So she picked Amber based on how pretty her baby girl was.
Aww.
I know, I'm really going to pull the heartstrings, guys.
If you make me cry in this, I swear.
So sorry.
I swear.
I swear on my brother's life.
Around 22, Donna started talking to this man in her neighborhood. Now, in the documentary, they say that she started talking to him. She had talked to him for a while because this is Amber's dad. They were never officially together until she was 22. He's 34.
Oh.
She grew up in the neighborhood with him. So, like, he watched her grow up.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's 12 years older.
Mm-hmm. Imagine being 16 and looking at a 4-year-old girl and saying, I'm going to have 2 kids with her one day.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very gross.
Very icky.
Gross.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to talk about how cute Amber is. She has that, like, dark brown pin straight hair with the straight across 90s bangs.
Aww.
She looks so freaking cute. She was definitely, like, not a tomboy necessarily, but she wasn't afraid to, like, climb trees and play in the dirt and just have a good time. She played with her brother a lot. Her brother was, like, the light of her world. She loved him so much.
Aww.
Amber was only 7 years old when Ricky was about 2 to 3 years old. And that's when Ricky's dad started being a bigger role in their lives. Mm-hmm. This is when they realized that he was a very abusive man, to the point that even the kids understood that he was abusive. So Donna knew that it was going to be a bad situation when, one too many times, the neighbors had called the police over to their residence for the fights that the kid's dad was causing. To the point that the police were called, and they came over and told Donna, if we are called again, we are taking your kids away. That was it for her. She snapped out of it, literally packed a bag of just necessities, and left in the middle of the night with the 2 kids.
Good for her.
She slept in a car with them for 2 days.
Damn. That sucks, though, but I'm glad that she left.
She left.
I am too.
I mean, left in the middle of the night. They slept in the car for 2 days, and then they ended up getting into that women's shelter. They stayed there for 6 weeks before they helped her get an apartment. This is when the documentary crew found her. So this is how close all these events were.
Damn.
Like back to back to back.
It reminds me of the Netflix show The Maid.
I've never seen that.
It's
I've
really
heard
good. I
of it.
suggest watching it. It's beautiful, but like they go through this whole hardship. She's like a single mother and her boyfriend's a dick.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
So it was only 9 months after moving into the apartment that Pam, the filmmaker, finds Donna, and they start agreeing, like, okay, we're gonna do this. And keep in mind, during all of this, they're still terrified that the kid's dad is gonna find all of them. I mean, like, all the kids sleep in the bed with the mom, like, they're terrified 24/7.
Did she not put in for, like, restraining order or anything?
I don't think so. I don't think she had thought that far, honestly, because it does cost money to get a restraining order. You have to have a lawyer. She probably couldn't afford one.
And you'd had to go through the court and everything, and that's just a
by
whole
that
bunch
point,
of time.
And here's the thing. When you're getting a restraining order, it's not like you walk in and that day you get an order. They're going to serve the guy, and then the guy's going to have a chance to come and talk to you. It's a really fucked up way of how they do it.
That's scary.
Very.
Yeah.
Which is why most people don't go through with it, and they would rather just hide.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Donna was the fucking single mom that was just amazing. Not only is she taking care of these 2 kids, she's also going to school while working a job. And volunteering at the same women's shelter that got her on her feet. She's doing all of that while putting her 2 kids in school and doing everything else. And she was going to school to be a doctor. Fuck yeah, girl. Even Amber, at only 9 years old, was, like, worried about money for food and all the necessities. And her mom was always like, honey, I'm gonna take care of you. It's gonna be fine. Like, you need to come down. You're 9. Like,
Kids shouldn't have to worry about
exactly.
that.
And she wanted that to not be the reality for them.
Yeah.
Well, it was around this time that Donna decided that she was going to bring back the kid's father into their lives. But she didn't want to get back together with him. She didn't want to get married, anything like that. She just said, okay, they're still legally your kids. You can see them, but it's going to be on very, very specific terms. And the kids are still leery of him. They're like, we don't really want to be around you, but, like, you're our dad, I guess. Which, I get it. I'm sorry, kids. And she tells him, you have to be fucking sober when you're here. Because apparently, when he's sober, he's fine. It's only when he's drinking that he's an abusive piece of shit. Yeah.
And you know what's bad? He has to know he's like that when he
Oh,
drinks.
for sure.
He just chooses to keep doing it.
For sure. He decided that alcohol was his way of getting around being an abusive piece of shit because he could use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if you're abusive or do whatever when the fuck you're drunk, you're that person to the core. You just refuse to show it when you're sober.
Yeah.
Because you know. And you can never make me think otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely.
A person blackout drunk, that is who you truly are as a person. So we jump to November 25th. This is 2 months before Amber's kidnapping. It is footage of her 9th birthday. She's wearing this white and blue polka dotted dress that she picked out. You're watching her blow out the birthday candles, and she's like doing Ring Around the Rosie with her friend group and opening birthday presents. And it's just like the sweetest thing that you could have possibly seen from a 9-year-old.
Aww.
And she's wearing that blue and white dress. It's the same dress that her mom was showing at the beginning of the documentary in her bedroom.
Oh, man.
So this is when we jump to January 13th, 1996. This is the day that Amber was kidnapped. So Donna takes Amber and Ricky to visit her parents' house. So the grandparents are Jimmy and Glenda Whitson. Now, they wanted to go to Castle Park first, which I love that they refer to it as Castle Park, because I'm like, that's exactly how I referred to our Castle Park when I was a kid. Oh my god. So they went there first, and then they went to the grandparents' house, and both the kids wanted to ride their bikes. And that was something that they always did when they went to the grandparents' house. So the kids get out of the car, they run up and say hello to the grandparents in the garage, grab their bikes, and they're like, okay, bye, bitch. Ricky is following Amber, and Donna says to Amber, y'all go around the block and then you need to come back. She says, okay, mommy, we will. That was the last sentence her mom ever heard from Amber.
That's so sad.
So they are supposed to go in this circle around the neighborhood like they always do. It's just like a block little radius. That's where they were allowed to go biking. Well, about a block down from the circle was this abandoned parking lot that had one of those trailer loading dock ramps. So they wanted to go there to ride their bikes down it. So they decided that they were going to stray away from where they were supposed to be and go down to that loading ramp. And remember, this is an abandoned parking lot, and this loading ramp, I looked it up, it's like an old grocery store. So this isn't like a tiny building. This is a large building where the back of it, it's not going to have any windows, and it's already abandoned. This huge parking lot, the only thing next to it is a laundromat where there are no windows on the side of the mat facing where that ramp would be. so it's a complete blind spot.
Oh my god.
So after they went down the ramp a couple times, Ricky kind of got nervous, being only 5. He was like, I know we're not supposed to be here, and, like, we should probably head back home.
Yeah.
Amber tells him, go ahead, like, I'm just gonna ride down a couple more times, and I'll be right behind you. So he heads on towards home and doesn't look back.
I can't imagine the guilt.
Oh, yeah.
So Ricky gets back to his grandparents' house, and this is the first time he looks behind him and realizes his sister's not following him. So as soon as he gets to the garage, his grandpa, Jimmy, is in the garage, and Jimmy looks up and he's like, where's your sister? And he looks back and he says, I don't know, but we were at that abandoned parking lot. Jimmy knew. Jimmy picked that boy up, threw him in the truck, and peeled out of that fucking driveway. From the time that Ricky left Amber to Jimmy getting back to the parking lot, it was 8 minutes.
Damn.
Jimmy pulls up with Ricky in the front seat to find nothing but Amber's bike.
Oh, my God.
Her little pink bike with the little ribbons on its side next to the ramp. That's it.
You definitely know that both the adult and the kid got bad feeling.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why he wanted to leave.
It was at this point that Ricky, as an adult, joined the documentary. He's telling the documentary makers, like, there's no feeling to describe that, especially at 5 years old. Like, you know that something's wrong. You know that this isn't right. And he says, because he's only 5, he has bits and fragments of the whole case going on, but he remembers that day to a T. We'll never forget it. And this man, keep in mind, he's like late 30s, early 40s when this was made.
Oh.
So at 3:18 p.m., a 911 call goes through to the police. It's a man calling and saying that he saw a black pickup truck pull into this abandoned parking lot and just literally snatch this girl. Snatch is the best way to say it, because he picks her up, her feet never hit the ground, literally throws her in the truck, locks the doors, leaves, peels off, gone. Turns onto the busy interstate and is gone. And he says that he turns left. Now, this is important, because if you turn left, you're heading into main town. If you turn right, 1.5 miles away is the main interstate. So this was a strong indicator that it was someone local that did this, because why else would you turn back to town and not get the hell out of Dodge?
Yeah.
So the caller says it was a black Ford-style truck, but that's all that he saw. And this caller was like a neighbor to this building that was in his backyard and heard Amber scream and looked over and like saw what was happening.
Yeah.
So he didn't see the full thing, but he saw enough. Mm-hmm. And what's crazy, the witness's name is also Jimmy.
Oh.
As well as the grandpa, which got real confusing when I was trying to take notes, guys. I was like, wait, Jimmy pulled up on Jimmy? Huh?
Jimmy squared.
Jimmy squared.
Oh.
So all he could say about the man that took Amber, now this description kind of confused me. He just says non-African American. So I guess he just means like it wasn't someone dark-skinned, is what I'm guessing he meant. Like it was someone white or possibly Hispanic or Asian, but he didn't know the ethnicity. The way I stared into the void, because I was like, that's not a word my mouth can say. I'm gonna leave that in.
Ethnicity.
Thank you so much, Danny.
You're so welcome.
This is why we do a podcast of 3, because sometimes words are hard and only one of us can say it. But it was a lighter-skinned man who was a medium build and less than 6 foot tall. I love how he said short.
Short king, but you're an asshole.
Not king. Yeah, no, he's a bitch. I specifically didn't use king. I almost did. And also, this guy would have had to have been strong enough to literally whip a 9-year-old girl off her bike.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't like a 5-year-old kid. A 9-year-old, like, she's getting big, you know? Like,
just grown.
You gotta whip that girl.
Yeah.
I can barely hold a baby.
Dude, same.
Like,
So fair.
they're so heavy. Like, I don't know how moms do it. I could never.
And remember, this guy didn't, like, whip into the parking lot. He just kind of, like, slowly drove up, put it in park, grabbed her, gone. He didn't, like, grab her and leave. Like, he slowly pulled in.
I feel like if he did that, he would have warned her and she would have gotten spooked.
Either that, or she knew the guy, or her back was turned, just something to where it didn't freak her out.
Yeah.
And she was just like, okay. So, the officer that was notified from the 911 call pulls up to the abandoned parking lot at the same time that Jimmy, the grandfather, has pulled into the parking lot. So, obviously, the officer is quickly like, oh shit, not only did I get this call, but now the grandfather's here. This is real. This is real. This is happening. This was the second ever kidnap case in this town. Really? So it was not like a common thing. So the police officer literally pulls up, and all I can imagine, he's like, oh fuck, it's real, guys, it's real, oh my god, what do I do? Like,
it's happening.
It's happening. So the grandpa has to go back to his house and tell Donna what happened, because she has no idea. She starts running into the streets, screaming Amber's name, to the point that all the neighbors are starting to come outside. They're like, what is going on? In her head, she's like, she ran away and her bike isn't there, and like, she's still around. You know, she's convincing herself that it's everything else other than what's happening.
Yeah. All I'm thinking of is the fact that all these people are, like, on the crime scene now.
Fair.
Oh, true.
Like, what if he stowed her somewhere and then, like, came back to see their reaction?
Well, to be fair, she's running through the neighborhood, not to the parking lot. The parking lot was, like, about 2.5 to 3 blocks away. So at this point, Donna calls Richard, which is the father. We finally learn his name. We're like 30 minutes into this documentary, and I finally learned the kid's dad's name is Richard.
Which is probably why the kid's name is
Ricky. Exactly.
Oh my
But I was like, I couldn't have learned this half an hour ago, guys.
Yeah.
So, Richard is the father, and she immediately is like, someone kidnapped her. You need to get here right now. And he's like, oh shit. And I'll give him this. He does give a fuck. Like, he shows up immediately. He gives a fuck about his kid being missing.
That's good. Not saying he's a good person, but just good that he showed up.
Yeah.
And cared.
So, we meet the lead investigator. His name is Mike. And he's notified on a Saturday, he would like us to know.
Oh.
How dare it be on his weekend? And he's being notified that this girl was kidnapped from the back of this old grocery store building. There was no witnesses, no one saw anything. And keep in mind, the road where this grocery store is busy as fuck. Like, where this truck pulled out onto that street, it's a busy ass street. Someone saw this fucking truck.
Yeah.
Had to have. There's no way. And there was a witness later on that did say they saw this little girl in the back of the truck, like, looking out the back, like, banging on the glass. And no one saw her somehow. She did report it. We'll get there later.
Okay.
Queasy. If I saw that, I'm writing down the license plate and then calling.
Yeah, exactly.
So after Donna calls Richard, she's like, well, I've got to call my best friend Pam. I need fucking Pam and her filmmakers here. So Pam shows up and starts filming everything.
That's probably one of the smartest decisions she could
Absolutely.
have ever made.
Yeah.
Which is why we have all of this footage. So Donna wants to go out and look for her, but obviously she needs to stay home in case Amber comes back. And the parking lot had 0 clues, by the way. No tire marks, not even a speck of gravel turned up. There wasn't even a cigarette butt in the parking lot. Which for 1996 is unbelievable.
Yeah, no, there's no goddamn way.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of black pickup trucks. If you tell yourself in your mind, I'm looking for this certain type of car, you're going to see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, what if they had a specific sticker, something you could at least pinpoint?
But they didn't, which sucks.
Especially back then, like, all the cars, like, looked the same. Like, if we were looking for that car now, since it was so much older, it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because you could be able to pinpoint that.
Exactly.
Let's say you go down a street today and there's like the same car on 3 different houses. They all have something different about them. Like stickers, whether it be like missing something.
Yeah.
Or even the tires. There's so much to differentiate from it now, but they just didn't have that back then. Or maybe they did. Maybe I'm stupid.
No, I mean, there was a lot that could help nowadays, but back then they just didn't know. And especially because this is a smaller town, and this shit just didn't happen. So they didn't really know how to handle it.
I was at Walmart the other day. Wait, kind of has something to do with this, but not really. Okay. So I was at Walmart the other day, and this man, he was looking at the missing persons photos. I was like, oh, I
forgot they had those in there.
Yeah.
Right in between the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
I forgot about it, and I was like, oh. So I take a second, like, I stop, and I just look up at the board, and this man, he slowly turns around to look at me, and he just stares at me, and I'm like, okay, well, now I'm gonna walk away, because that's scary and awkward. Why are you looking at the missing person board, and then staring at people who would try to look at it too, like that?
POV.
It's scary.
One of them is his victim.
POV.
Oh, I was thinking like horror movie, like he turns around at you and you're one of the missing persons.
Oh my god. Imagine he's like,
wait.
Like, hold on, that's her.
Crazy.
So where this truck turned to go towards town, on one side of the street is all residential housing. These houses have been there and bought for like 30, 40, sometimes 50 years. So these people have lived there for a long ass fucking time. just fucking locals, you know? It's not like you have college kids all the time like we're used to.
Yeah.
These are people that have been there, that know the community, that pretty much everyone in town knows.
Yeah.
On the other side of the street is all industrial. You have 2 ultimatums to go to. Which is it? So Pam finally gets to Donna's grandparents' house, but she gets to Donna. And Pam instantly, like, the house is surrounded with caution tape. Pam lifts that shit up. She's walking through it. And the cops are trying to stop her. She's like, hey, reporter, you can't go and talk to her. What the fuck? And she's like, no, you need to go talk to Donna right now. And Donna's literally at the door like, let her in! And the police are standing there. They're like, why is this reporter being invited in? What's going on? So Pam gets in the house. I want to believe she's like, thanks, girl. And literally Donna basically just like breaks down in her arms. I mean, like, this was her girlfriend, you know? Like, this was just someone that she could actually talk to and be real with. So it's 4:30 p.m. on the day that she was kidnapped. So it's been about an hour, basically. Media outlets are now being notified that there's a girl missing and the police need help to put this out into the public to hopefully find her. So all these TV vans are just lined up in front of the grandparents' house. And this is when we learn that 74% of child murders happen within 3 hours of being abducted.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that on, what's that show called?
Like 24 hours? 74 hours? 72?
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds!
Okay, different show.
Well, and this is when they start talking about how getting the news out to the public so quickly is critical when you only have a 3-hour window.
Oh.
So the closest window they have is the 6 p.m. news. She was taken at 3:18. So you're right there at 3 hours by the time that you're letting people know to look for this girl.
That's so sad.
Yeah. But at the time, they didn't know that.
Well, this is when Donna starts telling the police, like, hey, Pam is my friend, and she's been filming everything. Do y'all want to use this footage so that people know what Amber looks like? So Pam goes and she clips together the most beautiful clips you could have gotten of this little girl. It's her climbing in a tree and blowing out her birthday candles and doing Ring Around the Rosie with her friends and just making this child so lovable and coming alive for everyone to see. You didn't just look at this picture of this little girl on the TV. You saw this little girl. And she wasn't necessarily trying to make the most beautiful thing. She was trying to get every angle of this child that she possibly could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do one day where we talk about, sorry, completely off topic, but kind of relevant. Because this one is like the story behind why Ambler. Ambler?
Ambler?
Yeah, behind the Ambler. We should do one where it's like the story behind the milk carton kids.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have wanted to talk about that too. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll take at least a break in between kid stories because holy shit did they hurt. Yeah. So this is when the police find out about the footage and immediately now they're thinking like, oh my god, she's part of this documentary. Did someone target her? And Pam's like, guys, the documentary won't air for another week. So no. And they're like, oh, okay, then yeah, give us the footage.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, this was like a behind the scenes type thing.
So as soon as the news footage finally hit at 6 p.m., everyone is calling in leads to the point where the police are overwhelmed with the amount of leads.
Oh.
Every single person is also a suspect at this point, just in case, because they don't know if this is someone local, they don't know if it's a family friend, they don't know if it's a complete stranger.
To me, it seems like it would be a complete stranger because if everybody kind of already knew each other, they would recognize the car, right? But nobody
More than
saw
likely.
the car.
No, they saw the car.
Well, they saw it.
They saw the
Quote
car.
unquote.
They
Nobody
saw the car. But yeah. So first they investigate the entire TV crew. Because they're like,
This is
come on, guys.
suspicious.
Yeah. Well, and almost immediately, they're like, there's no way. Like, these people were just here to film. Everything's on footage. Like, alibis stand up. We're good here. So then they start looking into Richard, the kid's dad. Which is immediately where my brain went. I was like, I bet it was him. It wasn't, just so you know. Because he had not seen either of these kids for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh.
And his alibi was that he was at work. And there's like a timestamp of him at work on the cameras that it's clear he was there during the time that she was kidnapped.
Yeah.
So they rule him out immediately too. Pam, Donna, and Richard all are meeting this night. And Pam is telling us, like, yeah, that was a real awkward night. She was like, it's just me and these two, like, divorced parents as their kids are missing. And she's just there with a video camera, like, hi, guys.
Hey. Let me show you your kid on tape.
Well, but also, this is the first time that Richard is finding out that they are filming this documentary.
Oh.
He had no clue. So, the documentary people are saying, like, did you know that...
This was happening.
Did you know this was happening? Did you know that Donna is saying on film that you're an abusive father? And he's like, I didn't do any of that shit. Literally says, and I fucking quote, claims he's not abusive, he was just yelling, and that's how you work something out. An argument is considered violence. Wrong, bitch!
Yeah.
Something a little off with his logic right here.
An argument can just be, like, a calm disagreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why you gotta throw hands to your children?
Yeah.
You
To your
bitch.
9-year-old and your 5-year-old
You
and
bitch.
your wife.
Yeah.
An argument shouldn't involve screaming, yelling, making kids cry, or abuse.
Preach.
Exactly.
Can we have a 10 out of 10 for that, people? Please and thank you. It's at this point that Richard is claiming innocence, and the police are like, yeah, okay, he's innocent for this, but, like, not for everything else, bitch. And I'm like,
Yeah.
exactly. So this jumps us to January 15th. This is now day 3 of her being missing. There's now missing poster signs everywhere across the town. So at this point, no one even knows where to look. And the reason that they're not looking into strangers just yet, because out of all kidnappings that happen with children, 1% are strangers.
Oh my god.
Damn.
That's oof.
It's just crazy how that's not a place that she would frequent. Mm-hmm. And he just
Yeah.
picked her up there.
Yeah.
Just nabbed her.
That's just all I'm thinking about, because she never went outside of her bounds, and the one day that she did, she definitely faced the fucking consequences.
Well, we don't know if she never did.
Well, that's true.
She
Yeah.
could have, and, like, little brother is just like, I don't know shit.
They probably have done it before.
Yeah.
Because they
there's
knew about the ramp and everything.
But there's just no way that this guy could have been like, okay, she's gonna be here during this time, you know?
Yeah, because they were just visiting their grandparents.
The only thing I can think of, which never comes up in the investigation or anything, is that maybe the kids did go around the block once and then went to the parking lot, and maybe he drove by and saw her on the bike, and then later saw her at the parking lot and decided to get her.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of, because
Just further away from the house.
well, it's further away from the house. He saw the brother wasn't with her anymore. You know, it was just like a crime of opportunity.
Yeah, and you don't know how long they were there.
Well, and that's the other thing. We don't know how long he could have been watching her. It could have been weeks. We don't know. So this is when police start investigating, like, family friends. They've ruled out all of the family members. So they're looking into this guy named Mike Thompson, who was just, like, a really close family friend, but some people immediately blamed him by name for really no reason other than the fact of he drives a red Ford truck. Not red, black.
I was about to say,
I'm
what
dumb.
happened?
I'm
I
just
was like,
stupid,
why-
guys.
why
He
red?
drives a black Ford truck. And Mike actively was, like, kind of inserting himself in the media, and not necessarily in a bad way. He was just trying to help out with the case.
Yeah.
You know, he wanted everyone to know about her and what was going on and that she was a sweet girl. But of course the authorities are like, why is this random grown-ass man inserting himself in this crime? Well, Mike has no problem letting all of the people interviewing him know that he is innocent, that they didn't look at him the past 2 days, but all of a sudden they're looking at him now, that there was tons of police cars all around him in the area on the first day, and they never looked at his black truck, but now it's coming up all of a sudden. Here's the thing though, he has a really good alibi. He has to clock in for work as a trucker, where it times him the entire time he's driving. They knew exactly where he was. He was nowhere in the area.
That's good then.
Also, this is when the really good point is brought up, that if Amber did know her attacker, she wouldn't have screamed like she did.
That is exactly what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
If she knew the person, like,
She wouldn't
She would have probably
trusted
gotten
them.
in the car.
Exactly. She would have been like, oh shit, I was caught. So in support of Amber, they have now started putting pink bows throughout the entire town in her honor. Every single person has one in their yard. Every business has one on their door in support of trying to find this little girl.
Not to tell her mother how she should feel, but if I was in her footsteps, I think I would be, like, it's really sweet and sentiment, but I think I would just be so upset just looking around and being reminded of that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Her mom was just, like, home for days. She did nothing. I mean,
I don't blame
she
her.
didn't eat, she didn't sleep. The only thing she did was watch the news in case something came up about her.
Yeah.
So she's seeing all these interviews of all these people around town being just pissed off because they're like, how does no one know anything? How do you not see this truck? How do you not remember it? Just how?
I guess just being so consumed in your own daily life.
I mean, we all drove here today. Could you all tell me if we passed a black truck?
No.
No. You don't think about it.
Memorable.
Exactly, you don't think about it at all. I'm like, I probably did pass a black truck, but I couldn't tell you.
We almost hit a woman on our way here.
Yeah, we did. Not our fault. Okay. On the way here, Elise and I were driving together, and on the way here, there was a woman literally dressed in like all dark gray, walking on the road. Like she was towards the side of it, but on the road, facing the wrong way in traffic. So you can only see the back of her.
Oh, no, that's just not safe.
No, I mean, literally, the amount of time I saw her, I, like, swerved over and swerved back, and I looked at Elise, and I was like, if you absolutely have to walk here, why wouldn't you walk towards...
With a flashlight or something?
With a flashlight, or, like, where you see traffic coming so you could get off the road while it passes and then come back on.
Like, literally pitch black darkness.
Well, and this is, like, a country road. It's not like we're under street lamps. It's pitch black. I was like, what the fuck? This woman had a death sentence.
I also saw a deer, and I was really scared you were going to hit it.
I didn't see the deer.
I saw several
I didn't say
deer.
anything about it because it was facing the opposite direction, so I was like, it already passed.
Well, here we go.
Moving on.
So, January 16th, a task force is finally formed to start investigating all these tips that they got basically on day one.
When did she start going missing?
She was kidnapped on January 13th. We are now on the 16th. So this is 3 days later. And obviously, she's a 9-year-old girl. The police are more drawn to this case than anything else right now. Like, this is consuming everybody.
She's a kid. Like, she's obviously innocent.
Well, and they cared so much. Like, this is the level of police work we need to be fucking doing for kids. Because they made a grid of every single house for 2 miles.
Damn.
Went into every house and business and found out who lived there, how old they were, if they lived alone, how long they had lived there. Like, they had a mapped chart of the entire town.
Oh.
Damn.
They knew everybody. They literally had a list of men who lived alone, just in case.
Damn.
What about people who own black trucks?
I'm sure they had that one, too.
Yeah,
They just didn't specify it. So we're now at January 17th. They're still investigating everything. They're still going door to door trying to find out anything. And I'm sorry, this is the first time we get footage, which this had to have been Pam. Like, this is the only way in my head that this footage would have come out. I guess it could have been the news people, but, like, I want to believe it was Pam.
Yeah.
There's footage of all these cops at the station, like, answering phones. Every single one of them has a 90s handlebar mustache. There is not a single fucking one that does. Every single one. I've showed, like, 5 different cops, and every single one has a perfect handlebar mustache.
Oh my god.
I support it. I think we should bring that back, actually. I think I would take cops a lot more seriously if they had handlebar mustaches.
Right?
I don't think I would. I think I would be scared of them. Actually, that's a lie. I would like them more, but I would think they're not doing their jobs good enough.
That's fair.
Because, hey, I knew a cop with a handlebar mustache when I was little. I don't really remember him that much, but I did know him.
I did know him.
I saw him, last time I remember seeing him was at Ingles.
Oh.
In the parking lot.
All right.
I don't know where my mom was.
Oh my god, Elise!
I know she was there, because it was like a car show in the Ingles parking lot for some reason.
They be picking random spots.
Yeah, they had him a couple times. Yeah.
I met him there. Well, I already knew him beforehand. Well, like, my mom knew him, and he knew me. But I didn't really know who he was, but he knew me.
I forgot that.
So I was like, yeah!
The lore.
I'm so glad you remembered. I'm not alone.
I kind of lost it in my notes. I know this happened before January 17th, so I'm just going to tell the story, because I can't remember exactly when, but I know it was between her kidnapping and the 17th. Mm-hmm. There was one other witness that came forward from the laundromat. And remember, the laundromat had no windows towards the side where she was kidnapped from. Yeah. It had, like, windows in the front leading out to the parking lot, which was straight ahead, not to the left where she was. Mm-hmm. One woman claims that, I don't know if it was through the window or if she was walking outside, but she claims that she saw, like, the back half of the kidnapping. She saw the girl in the back of the black truck, like, banging on the back of the window, and she saw the truck turn in the same direction that the first witness said. So we did have 2 corroborating witnesses. Somehow I lost the notes about that, but I wanted to add that. So back to January 17th. A 911 call comes in, and there is a woman claiming that her neighbors are screaming right now about finding the body of the little girl that you are looking for.
Oh.
My God.
We now jump to another 911 call of the woman from that couple saying that her husband found the little girl that you've been looking for in a ditch near their apartment, and her husband is currently holding on to the little girl. Now, this is important because for the past 24 hours, it had been severe thunderstorms. Like, there was so much water.
Oh my God.
And basically where this body was found was a river. So he was afraid of this little girl getting washed away.
Oh, so that's when he grabbed her.
So it was 11:30 at night when he was walking their family dog and somehow saw this little girl's body. Ran back inside, like I'm guessing through the dog inside.
Yeah.
And like yelled up to his wife, like, I found her, I'm going to hold on to her. And literally just went on and held on to this little girl for dear life until the police got there.
Oh my God.
So,
I'm scared.
Amber's specific investigator is called to the case. So everyone's already assuming that it's Amber. And all the police are trying to play it off. They're like, no, he's just like a lead investigator. This is his job. This is what he does. This is also when we meet a woman named Darlene Perryman. She is a victim assistant coordinator. I didn't know what this was. So this is someone that when you have to come in and say, like, hey, so-and-so died from this incident.
Oh, yeah.
They're the ones that come in rather than a police officer. They come in and tell you because they're equipped.
Trained.
Yeah, they're trained to kind of handle the situation
Yeah.
in a loving manner. And it's a lot less scary than, like, this police officer showing up rather than it's just, like, this nice lady.
Yeah, like in the movies is completely different from real life.
So the news outlets have started to surround where this body is. Obviously, there's like tape. They can't get down there or anything, but they know that there's a little girl down there. So Darlene is in communications with that lead investigator, and he's saying that we can't confirm that it's Amber yet, but like we're pretty sure. So you can tell the mom we're still looking into it and we're pretty sure, but like don't tell her it's her kid, you know?
Yeah.
And they say they can't and they cannot fully ID the child until the crime scene is completely investigated. So the whole family is sitting around the TV watching the live footage of this happening.
Oh,
Just
they
like
filmed that?
the news is all over there. And this is before news had like a delay before it broadcasted. It's happening live in front of them. So they're all gathered around. I mean, the grandparents, everyone she knew, Pam is there, the father, Richard, every single person is at that house watching.
What about the brother?
Horrific.
The brother is there. They're all watching this happen.
Damn.
Oh, at least shield the little boy's eyes.
Well, and over, they're just saying, like, we found a child, like, it's a kid's body, but they can't say that it's Amber, because they don't know for sure. Like, there's no autopsy, they just don't know.
Plus, she was in water, too.
Exactly. Well, and the way she was found, we're about to get graphic. I'm sorry for listeners. If this is going to bother you, just skip ahead a little bit. Like, I get it. We are talking about a kid. But her body was found kind of in the brush, like up against the bank of the river. And they did say later on, after doing an autopsy and looking into it, that it seems like she wasn't washed onto that area. It seems like she was dumped where she was found. So she didn't have bumps or bruises from going through the river, but she had a lot of water damage on top of her from just all this water going over her constantly. She was also found completely naked.
Are you kidding me?
She was found face down. So she was kind of stuck in, like, the brush. And where this river is, it has a fence around it, and it's like this drop-off to where you have to know that that river's there. You can't really just drive up and be like, oh shit, a river. Like, you have to know it's there. It's behind this apartment complex. You don't just stumble upon this. Like, you have to know that that's there. Well, and what's crazy, I told y'all that Donna and everyone are inside watching the news. All of a sudden, it flips, and it's a newscaster outside of Donna's house that they're currently in.
Oh, no. That would have freaked me the fuck
And they're
out.
literally filming the outside of her house as people are arriving.
That's terrifying. That's like being
I'm like, give the
stuck
mom
in
some-
a real life horror movie.
But, like, give the mom some fucking privacy. Dear God.
Jesus Christ, she's already going through the loss of her kid. You don't have to sit there and invade her like that.
So, Darlene gets a call. Well, she gets, like, it's the 90s. So she gets a call on
page.
a page, and she goes outside to take the call. This is when the lead investigator tells her they have confirmed it's Amber's body. based on birthmarks. So this is Amber. This investigator tells her that she has 5 minutes to tell Donna, and then he's letting the news anchors know.
Are you actually
What?
fucking
She
kidding
has
me?
5 minutes until
In
it's
the
going to be
world.
broadcasted.
That is so horrible.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can't even give her minimum 10. Like, 5 fucking minutes. From the end of that phone call to walk inside, pull Donna to the side, tell her that this is your kid, and then it's going to be all over that news. That is currently on your TV.
That is
That's
awful.
Absolutely fucking horrible.
No fucking sympathy.
No.
Nothing.
like, I can't even imagine being in that situation.
No.
At that point, like, it wouldn't even feel real. It would feel
Yeah.
like all the motions are happening, but you're not there.
Well,
Yeah.
and because there's news anchors outside of Donna's house, you see the footage of Darlene walking back inside.
She can't escape it either. If there's any movement in that house, they're going to see it.
Yeah. So, obviously she tells Donna, and Donna, in Pam's words, lets out a scream cry that you could only hear in your nightmares. It is a cry that you will never forget as long as you live.
I bet they heard that on the broadcast, too.
Oh, they had to have. They did not show that in the documentary, but I'm sure there had to have been footage
Yeah.
of that. Which I'm thankful they didn't show that, because, like, that's Donna's
Yeah.
personal shit. And then, as she is sitting there officially grieving her daughter, they are watching Amber's body bag on a stretcher being taken on the news to the car. They're having to watch it through the screen.
She can't even be there.
Nope. She can't do shit.
She can't even leave to go there.
Oh my god.
Well, and they still have to wait for the medical examiner to be 100% sure.
To do the autopsy.
So, it's January 18th, the morning after. Amber's body, of course, has officially been found. And this is at this point when Pam was like, we have to cancel this documentary. We can't fucking do this. This footage has to be used in Amber's sake, not for this fucking documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why we have the Amber Alert documentary about Amber and not about Donna and the whole family. And at this point, police have now started putting caution tape back around Donna's house and her parents' house to keep reporters away from the windows.
That's so upsetting.
I know. I told y'all this was going to be a hard one. Welcome to True Crime. I'm so sorry. This is why we do this, though, because literally, we have Amber Alerts. These happen all the time. I never knew
Yeah.
this story.
Yeah.
I never knew this is what happened. So now, this has gone from a kidnapping to a homicide. All that Donna wants is to see her kid one last time before they have to bury her.
I swear if they don't let her,
They do.
I'm finding someone.
They let her see her kid. It does take a little bit of time. I want to say it was the next day, if not the day after that, because they had to reconstruct her body. So, we're going to talk about exactly what happened to Amber. As I already said before, once again, if this is going to bother you, please skip ahead, but she was found without clothing. They do say that they found no sign of her being sexually assaulted or raped, but just because there's no sign of it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you don't find a naked child and that just not happen. There's no reason.
There's no reason why she wouldn't have clothes on.
So the gate to the apartment complex, where normally you wouldn't be able to get in to this river, was broken. So that's how they were able to get down there to put her body there.
I wonder if they took her clothes off because she was reported last seen wearing something and they wanted it to take longer.
More than likely. Absolutely. Or they wanted trophies.
Yeah.
Because they're a fucking awful person. So, during that night, it was obviously still raining really heavily. Visibility was awful. So they did have security cameras of cars coming in and out of the complex, and it's very grainy, there's no way to really tell, but it looks like a black truck pulls in and then out of the complex. And just so you know, the guy who found her body, they did investigate him to make sure that he wasn't somehow a part of this.
Yeah.
He had no alibi, but they cleared him with a polygraph test.
Are those accurate though?
No. And we know that now. I do not think this guy did it based solely off of his reaction on the 911 call,
Yeah.
him holding her body, all of that. It would have made no sense.
Is this still considered a cold case?
Yes.
It's still a cold case?
This case has never been solved.
Why didn't no one tell me that?
Damn. That's what made me think that. I was like, huh.
No, this case has never been solved. After they found her body, there was no leads.
I'm suing.
And the water's gonna wash all the prints away.
I'm suing.
Well, so 2 days after her body was found was when they, fixed her for her mother to see her. the way that she was killed was her throat was completely slit.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
She also had early signs of decomposition, which means that she was dead for at least a day or two. So she was kidnapped on Saturday. She was dead by Tuesday or Wednesday, which means whoever did this had some way of keeping her for 48 hours before killing her.
Without getting caught.
Actually, 72 hours. 72 hours.
Probably watching the TV.
Yeah, knowing all of this and just keeping her alive somewhere.
Damn.
She
And
also...
then he probably only killed her because he was like, oh, I'm gonna get caught.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to...
Well, and whatever way that he had kept her must have been something like a room, because she didn't have defensive wounds. She didn't have restraint wounds. So it's not like she was tied somewhere or anything like that. She had to just be in some kind of room is the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
But why? For what reason?
Because people suck. And
They
this
don't
man
need a
will
reason.
burn. Fuck him. So on January 20th, this is 1 week after she was kidnapped, her funeral is held. And she's so clearly loved by this footage. I mean, there was standing room only for her funeral because the entire town showed up.
Oh,
That's great that they all showed up for this kid. She has flowers everywhere and bears. I mean, it's a lovely thing. The problem is that the police did make a force to show up in case maybe the killer showed up to the funeral, but there were so many people that there was no way to see if someone looked
Yeah.
suspicious or someone was far away watching. There was no way to tell. There were so many people there. Before the funeral, her mother did get to see her. She was able to, kind of hug her and lay on her. She wasn't able to fully pick her up and hold her because of where her wounds were, but she was able to say goodbye to her daughter, essentially.
yeah.
That's good, at least. I'm glad that she got the closure and being able to see her and actually know what happened to her. I know that, they still don't know who it is, but I'm glad that she got to see her
One last time.
one last time, even if she was already deceased.
Yeah.
But, just get that closure that she
Yeah.
knows where she's at.
Well, and at this point, she's still grieving, of course.
Yeah.
And super
That doesn't
upset about
stop.
what happened. But she's now transferred all of her emotions into anger about
I would
Yeah.
too.
them not finding anybody yet. And 4 days later is when thousands more calls starts coming in about tips. I saw the truck. Maybe it was this. To the point that a witness claims she saw the abduction, saw the whole thing. She remembers the license plate numbers on the back of the truck, partially. And so everyone's like, all right, let's come up with a list. We'll find a list of black trucks that might have this partial number, and we'll find suspects through that. We'll find a guy in the area. They ended up finding him, that he, lived, a block away. The license plates kind of matched up. He drove a black truck, but he had a perfect alibi. They ended up tracking all these men. They all had perfect alibis. Finally, they interviewed this woman again, only for her story to not add up, and she admitted that she made up the entire witness account.
She just wanted her name to be
Oh
out.
no, she didn't want her name. She claims that she wanted some kind of closure for the mother, and that she, quote, wanted the police to not forget about this case and keep working on it, so she brought up false alibis just to make the police, quote, do their jobs.
I understand
Oh
her
my
point of
God.
view, but that's not the way to go about it.
Yeah.
That's just fucked up. You're actually taking them away from their job to investigate these false alibis.
Hindering the complete
Yeah, exactly.
investigation.
Well, and they were already focused on Amber. This didn't
It didn't
change
go
anything.
away.
It just made it worse.
So we jump to 2 months later. It's March 11th, and this is when Donna graduates nursing school, and she now has her little doctorate. And she said that the only reason that she finished was because she wanted to finish for Amber.
Damn. Just damn.
So we jump to October of the same year. So this is now 10 months since Amber was kidnapped and murdered. We see Donna sitting in a police room of some kind, and she's asking if tips are still coming in. And he said, well, look at the wall behind us. And there is literally, it looks like a library. It is a wall of shelves full of those thick, 2-inch black binders.
Oh.
Every single binder is filled with a tip, a suspect, something about only Amber's case. And it's a wall. A wall.
I don't know how they didn't find the person that did it.
Probably ran.
Yeah, I mean, they never found anything else about Amber. So that's where Amber's case kind of ends. I mean, it doesn't end because we still don't know what happened to her. We don't know what this person did to her. We don't know if he's burning in hell for it, because he should be. For all we know, this man is still alive.
Yeah, and I really hope he's not.
Same. Because fuck him. But if I see any shady fucking creatures, because randomly I'm in Texas on the day that this episode comes out, I'm coming for you, bitch.
Watch your back, boy.
Now, having talked about Amber, we're going to talk about why the Amber Alerts came out. So there was a woman following this case as it came out. Her name was Diane Simone. And she was just an ordinary woman from Texas who was watching the news and saw the 6 o'clock news that came out the day that she was kidnapped. And she was just thinking like, oh my God, how do we find out about this 3 hours later? If only we could find out immediately. And that's what got her thinking, how would we do this immediately? And she decided that radio stations were the best way, because if you had all these cars with their radios on, told to look for this black truck with a little girl,
They would automatically keep lookout.
they would have found her easy. So she starts planning the emergency broadcast. On October 30th, the plan is in full swing. She ends up calling a radio station, and they're like, hey, what's up? She's like, I don't have any information about this case, but I have an idea. And they listen to her. And they're like, okay, this is something that we can try and do.
Aww.
Is she the bitch behind? Brr, brr.
Yes.
I love her, but I hate her for that, because that sound
that's so
scares
fair.
the hell out of me.
No, it's so fair.
Yeah.
It terrifies me.
It's so fair. So there's a woman named Sandra Williams, and she starts babysitting for this other lady. Like, they meet, and it seems like a good fit, whatever. So she's babysitting this little baby. I think her name was Ray Lee, and not Rayleigh, like two separate words. Ray, comma, Lee.
Rayleigh.
Yeah.
You know the Mortal Kombat character?
Oh my God.
That's the only thing my mind goes to.
Fair. So the mother of Ray Lee goes to work her 8-hour day like normal, comes back home, and the babysitter's supposed to meet her. The babysitter doesn't show up. And literally, the mom, like, refuses to believe anything. She shows up at the babysitter's house. She can't see anything. There's no one there, nothing in the windows. She even calls the hospitals to find out if there was any car wrecks. Like, she's thinking of every other possible thing before finally calling 911 and saying, like, I think my baby was kidnapped. This is like a 6-month-old
She already
baby.
had the kid.
Yes, the babysitter had the kid.
Oh,
The mom is
shit.
looking for her. So the babysitter has had the kid for 8 hours while the mom was at work. When the mom came back from work, the babysitter never showed up to give the kid back.
Oh, I thought she was just waiting on the babysitter to get there.
No, she's, like, the babysitter already has the baby.
Damn, okay.
So the police take the report, and they're all sitting there, and they're like, guys, I think this is the time. I think we're going to use the Amber Alert, right? Like, this is when we should use it.
Yeah.
And so he calls up the chief, and he's like, should we do this? And the chief's like, yeah, send it into the radio station. So the radio station plays the broadcast, and they have the footage of it. I don't know how the fuck they have the footage of this guy. The footage of the guy in the radio station talking out the Amber Alert. Like, it's not an automated voice like it is nowadays. It's like him saying, 6-month-old Rayleigh, she's in this car, this vehicle. Also, this girl, I'm sorry, the fucking babysitter's stupid. She drives a turquoise car.
Oh my God.
Turquoise? Of all colors?
Oh my God.
A guy on the road calls the police, and he's like, hey, yeah, that Amber Alert you just sent out, that lady's driving right in front of me. They find her within 30 minutes of the Amber Alert.
Oh.
He literally, the guy that called it in, pulls up to drive next to her, and the baby's in the front seat. Like, in the passenger front seat, in the baby carriage.
You said 8 months old?
It's like 6 to 8 months old. Yeah, this is a baby.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if there was a wreck, that baby would be
Yep.
gone in a heartbeat.
Well, and thankfully, this guy is on the phone. He's like, I see her car. It's turquoise. Here's the whole license plate. Here's the situation. I see everything. Instantly. Patrol officer in the area pulls her over, and they have the baby literally within half an hour.
Good.
And immediately, Diane Simone is called, and they're like, hey, your plan worked. Like, we just got a kid back. And she's just, like, overjoyed. She cannot believe that this worked. And she's like, I just wish that this would have happened for Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's when they decided that they were going to call it the Amber Alert.
That's really sweet.
So it ended up going town to town. People are starting to hear about this Amber Alert and that it worked. And now all these radio stations are like, we need to do this. So everyone has started banding together. So 7 years after Rayleigh's incident, President Bush decides that he's going to add Amber Alerts into the Child Protective Service Act to make it a law that it has to be a thing.
Oh.
Good.
And Donna, Amber's mother, is invited to stand next to him as he proclaims it on national television.
Aww.
So he signs the Amber Alert into the child safety bill. And Donna's standing there and she's just like, I might have lost my kid, but I've saved so many now.
So many others.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually get it's a really quick little snippet, but it's the baby, Ray Lee, as an adult. And she says, like, I know it's kind of weird, but every time I pray at night, like, I talk to Amber. And I just thank her for saving me as a baby.
I literally had to start crying.
I know! I was watching this documentary last night and I was like, stop it! Stop it! Stop!
No, you
my
can't.
God.
The tears.
Jesus.
So, now that we're coming up on the 29-year, if you're listening to this the day it comes out, the 29-year anniversary, there's not much DNA evidence left from what they did find on Amber, but they do have some. And they are waiting until DNA is advanced enough because they have one chance. So Donna's mother has been waiting almost 30 years to test it.
And it's still
just
not
in case.
far enough.
No, she won't risk it.
I don't blame her, honestly.
Do you all want to know one crazy thing? So, I say one crazy thing as if this episode isn't fucking insane.
Yeah.
So, Ricky is now a grown man. He's been throughout the documentary with us. And he has a daughter that he did not name after Amber, but she has the same middle name as Amber, which was Renee.
Aww.
His daughter was born on the same day that Amber was born.
Aww.
In the same hour that Amber was born.
Damn.
I got chills. You gave me
Yeah,
chills.
I did too.
So the
You can't tell me that's not
I'm
reincarnation.
so sorry.
I know. Yeah.
So the documentary ends with this screen of, like, all this news footage throughout the years of Amber Alert cases being successful. And they tell us at the end that over 1,000 children have been saved from Amber Alerts since they came out.
Oh.
Damn.
And that's the documentary.
I went into this expecting it to be very lighthearted.
I'm sorry.
That is not
we got so
what
heavy.
we got.
To be fair, they did warn us.
I warned, guys. I'm sorry. I know this was a heavy-ass episode. But this is an episode that needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those cases that this is the reason why I talk about true crime. Because I want to talk about the stories behind day-to-day things that we just don't know. And the day-to-day thing today was at the stake of a 9-year-old girl. It needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Like, why do we not know this?
Like, if us three, we didn't know it, how many of you people didn't know it
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, even though, you know, we're a tiny podcast, but I do everything in my power to,
A little bit help.
yeah, you know, let people know. And I'm sure that that's all that Donna, her mother, has ever wanted. So that was the episode, guys. Yeah. Fuck breakfast, y'all. We need a brunch with some mimosas after this one.
Yeah.
I need to,
No, I need to go to the club.
What?
I need to go to the club. I need to black out. And,
Oh my god.
and never wake up.
yeah.
And never wake up. I need to go find that man who did this to Amber and beat his ass.
Put me in a mosh pit with him. I'm sure I got
Bitch, not even a mosh pit. I want a death wall.
it. Yeah.
I want to run straight at that motherfucker.
My coconut head will hit his
Look,
head.
I'll just
I wish-
run so hard, fist straight up, just ready.
I wish I could find out who it was and go back in time.
Right?
He might still be alive.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
Well, I don't care if he's alive right now. He should be dead.
He should be.
Yeah.
And if he is, I hope you're burning in hell, bud.
Sir, ma'am, whatever you are, if I meet you out on the street, you ain't catching my fist. You catching a bullet.
I was not ready for that. That was a monologue.
I wasn't ready either. You never know what's going to come out of Elise's
No,
mouth. So
that's
every time
why-
it happens. I'm just like, yeah,
That's why we had to record her, because no one would believe it otherwise.
exactly.
Stone Cold Sober, guys.
What's it called? Ice cream. It's
Stone Cold. No.
Yes.
Stone.
Stone Cold Steve Austin made his own.
Hold on.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The wrestler. I love wrestling.
I did not know that.
What are they called?
Cold Stone.
Oh,
Right?
Cold Stone.
It is Cold Stone.
Cold Stone.
Guys, let's go to the Stone Cold Stone.
Cold Stone Creamery.
Yeah,
Damn.
let's go.
I'm down.
Well, guys, that was the story of Amber, the girl behind the alert.
I don't want to say it.
What?
It seems too happy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so fair. Should we do a depressed outro?
Yeah.
Okay, well, If you guys enjoyed this documentary, we're not a documentary, we're a podcast. Sorry. If you enjoyed this podcast, we make new episodes every week. Next week I'll come in with something a little more lighthearted, but this one needed to be talked about, and it needed to be done. As soon as I saw this documentary, I knew that I had to cover it for you guys, because I needed y'all to know this story, and it had to be recorded for the rest of the world to know too. The rest of our 8 viewers.
You know who you are.
You know!
And chances are we probably know you too.
Thank you so much for listening. If you do enjoy this podcast, make sure that you not only follow us and subscribe to us, but you can also leave us a review if you feel like it.
It'd be like really cool if you actually.
Yeah, you know.
I forgot about reviews.
Huh?
I forgot about reviews.
Oh, I was like, those weren't
that
words.
Was not English.
I just said it in a funky way.
Follow us on Instagram. You can follow either the podcast or us individually. I am also going to post at the end of this documentary, there was a hotline for if anyone had any information about Amber. And even though we are so many years down the line, I'm still putting that shit in the description. Yeah. So, you can find that down there. I will also probably link anything else I can find about Amber Haggard, whether it be a Wikipedia page, if her mom still has a personal page for her, anything like that will be linked in the description of this episode. And with that, this has been Breakfast with Bimbos. Excuse you.
Get down! Bagel! Go! Banished! Hitting him with an invisible stick.
Yeah. Ma'am?
I just needed to breathe for a second.
That breath was a...
Sometimes when we're doing this, I feel the need to be so quiet that I forget to breathe.
Dude,
And then I'm like, I can't breathe.
Y'all
I'm
can
out
breathe.
of air.
You can breathe. It's okay. I promise.
But then I'm like, it's gonna pick up my breathing. I'm gonna just breathing. I just get really, really
What is
close,
that? Breathing?
and I go.
That audio is gonna be wild.
I think it's gonna be scary. Don't play it for me. I'll freak out. I'll be like, get away.
Hello?
I had to move.
Oh,
My
that's
leg
fine.
was going numb.
That's
I was
fine.
dying.
A little shifty shift.
Please. Oh.
My pants almost fell off.
Oh my god, Danny.
It's like, what is this?
Your quad?
Yeah! I never knew what that thing was called.
It's a quad.
It hurts a lot for me.
Hit the quan.
You ever walk? You ever walk?
Do I ever walk?
Never walk. I did that one time in elementary school. I was walking in the hallway. We were eating our snacks, and I passed out.
Oh my god!
I remember we had those little strawberry shortcake cookie things, and my foot went numb, and all of a sudden I'm on the floor. And then I woke up, and the after-school teacher was looking at me and was like, "Are you okay?" And then I got an extra cookie that day.
Nice. You know what? I'd pass out for an extra cookie.
Yeah, exactly.
I need a stretch. Oh, wait, I need a photo. Wait, the toe assembly, toe line. This is going on the Instagram, guys.
You gotta sell them first.
It's
We gotta sell them first.
Wait, we'll upload it, but it'll be pixelated.
Yes! I'm gonna put this on feet finders.
Yeah!
Bitch, that's what the Patreon's for.
So, guys, we have a Patreon now. We're only doing socked feet pics.
No toes. No
No
toes.
toes allowed.
Unless you want to give me like $1 million.
Yeah, I'd
And
do
then-
it for a mil.
Yeah, I'd get a pedicure for $1 million.
Yeah, uh-huh.
True.
I'd get toe acrylics for $1 million.
Just really long.
Listen, if I'm getting paid that well for it,
I'd have to wear sandals.
I,
But I don't like that.
oh, that's so fair.
Ew.
But you know what? If I'm making that much money off my feet, maybe the world needs to see them.
Yeah, you right.
I needed to feel it.
Elise just groped my iPad.
It looks like
It looks like
soft.
it's squishy.
I mean, it is
Squishy
kind of,
soft,
yes.
yeah.
It was just the way she silently came out from under her blanket with just a little claw hand.
That was how we were asking for cheese earlier.
You said cheese.
Cheese tax.
May I have some cheese, sire?
Asparagus.
Just a poor boy. Please.
Zaxby's is the shit.
Yeah, dude. Y'all
Fucking
missing
love
the fuck
Zaxby's.
out.
Oh my god, that chicken.
I'm scared.
Of the chicken?
No, of the world.